Welcome back to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about and mysterious pennies in American coin history, the 1987 D Lincoln cent. At first glance, it looks like just another copper-colored penny, but don't be fooled. Some of these small coins are worth hundreds of dollars, and rare examples have been sold for as much as $787.99 or even more. In this video, we'll explore its history, design, minting process, errors, grading tips, and the current market trends that make this penny a hidden treasure. The birth of the 1987 D Lincoln PNNY. The year was 1987. Ronald Reagan was president, the U.S. economy was booming, and millions of coins were being minted across America. At the Denver Mint, located in Colorado, the D Mint mark was stamped onto billions of Lincoln cents. These coins were part of the Lincoln Memorial Design Series, which began in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1987 D penny might not seem old, but it has an important place in the evolution of U.S. coinage. The design, Abraham Lincoln's legacy INCOPPR. The front of the coin, known as the obverse, features the famous profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Every detail, from the tiny Liberty to the date, 1987, and the small D Mint mark under it, carries meaning for collectors. This penny symbolizes American history, strength, and freedom, all in a single cent. The material, from copper to zinc. Earlier Lincoln pennies, before 1982, were made mostly of copper, but by 1987, the U.S. Mint had changed the composition to 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. That's why 1987 D pennies are lighter, weighing about 2.5 grams, compared to older solid copper ones. However, even these zinc pennies can become rare and valuable if they show unique features, mint errors, or remain in mint condition. Minting and mass productio. In the Denver Mint produced an astonishing 4.5 billion Lincoln cents in 1987. That's a huge number, but not every penny is the same. Some coins had die cracks, off-center strikes, double dies, or other rare minting mistakes. Those tiny errors make collectors go crazy because they transform an ordinary 1-cent coin into a rare and valuable collectible. Identifying the 1987 DSO. How do you know if you have a 1987 D penny? Check just below the year, 1987, on the obverse side. If there's a small D Mint mark, it was minted in Denver. Now, hold it under good light. Look for sharp details, a strong strike, no scratches, and clear lettering. A perfectly clean, uncirculated coin could be worth far more than its face value. Rare error VRAETES. This is where the real fun begins. Some 1987 D pennies have rare errors that collectors dream of finding. Here are a few you should look for. Double die obverse. Look closely at Liberty or the date. If you see doubling, it's a rare variant. Center strike. The design is not centered properly. Die crack or cut error. A raised line or missing chunk of design. Repunched mint mark. The D appears to be stamped twice. Each of these errors can turn your penny into a mini goldmine. Grading. NCONDATION. Coin collectors use a grading scale to judge a coin's condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. The best condition is MS, meaning the coin was never used in circulation. A 1987 D Lincoln penny in MS 68 red condition could sell for hundreds of dollars, while lower grades are still worth more than a cent. Market value and price. CHRT. Now, let's talk money. The current market value for the 1987 D penny varies depending on its condition. Circulated 1 to 10 cents, uncirculated $2 to $25 gem condition $250 to $787.99 or more. The highest auction records for this coin have surprised collectors around the world. Why some are worth $hundreds? You might ask, why would someone pay hundreds for a penny? Simple: rarity, perfection, and demand. A perfectly struck coin with no marks, brilliant red color, and clear details is rare to find. After 38 years, collectors and investors compete for these perfect examples, driving up prices. Where to find these pennies? You don't have to be rich to start collecting. Search through old coin jars at home, rolls of pennies from the bank, flea markets, and estate sales. Online auction platforms. Sometimes, a rare 1987 D could be hiding in your loose change, waiting for you to discover it. How to store and protect your CNS. If you find a valuable penny, don't clean it. Cleaning can destroy its value. Instead, store it safely in a plastic coin holder or acrylic capsule, keep it in a cool, dry place away from humidity and fingerprints. A well-preserved coin can increase in value over time. The legacy of the Lincoln CNT. Since its debut in 1909, the Lincoln penny has become an icon of American currency. The design has evolved, from wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, and later the shield cent in 2010, but its symbolic value never faded. Collectors love it because every version tells a story of America's past, economy, and art. The 1987 DIN. Today's coin market. In today's collector market, Lincoln pennies are more popular than ever. Online communities, auctions, and grading companies like PCGS and NGC continuously track price changes. The 1987 D is gaining more attention because of its error varieties and mint condition examples fetching high prices. Experts predict that rare examples could rise in value as supply decreases. Final thoughts: keep looking, keep collecting. So, my fellow coin hunters, the next time you find a shiny 1987 D penny, look closely. It could be a $787.99 treasure hiding in plain sight. Every coin has a story, every mark a mystery, and every collector a dream. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1987 D Lincoln cent, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins. We bring you the most exciting coin facts, values, and hidden gems every week. Keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your curiosity alive, because the next rare penny might just be in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies, the small copper coins that have become treasures worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. What started as a humble 1-cent coin has turned into one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world of numismatics. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some pennies are worth over $787.97 or more, and how you might already have one hiding in your pocket or coin jar right now. The beginning, the birth of the Lincoln PNY. The story of the Lincoln penny began in 1909, when the U.S. Mint introduced the first coin featuring President Abraham Lincoln. Marking 100 years since his birth, designer Victor David Brenner created the famous image of Lincoln's profile that still appears today. Originally made from 95% copper, the early Lincoln pennies carried a special charm, and today, some of these 1909 coins can fetch huge market prices. The 1909 SVDB penny, the legendary CN. One of the most famous coins ever made is the 1909 SVDB Lincoln penny. The S stands for San Francisco Mint, and VDB are the initials of the designer. Only 484,000 of these coins were ever minted, making them extremely rare. A genuine 1909 SVDB penny in good condition can be worth over $1,000, and pristine versions have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. The wartime pennies, steel cents of 1943. During World War II, copper was needed for ammunition and military supplies. So in 1943, the U.S. Mint made Lincoln pennies out of zinc-coated steel instead of copper. Most 1943 pennies are steel, but a few rare 1943 copper pennies were accidentally struck. These are worth a fortune. In auctions, the 1943 copper penny has sold for over $200,000. Imagine finding one of those in your change. The 1955 double die penny, the error that made history in 1955, a minting error created one of the most famous varieties in U.S. coin history. The 1955 double die obverse Lincoln penny. On this coin, the lettering Liberty and In God We Trust appear doubled. Collectors go crazy for this error coin. A strong double die 1955 penny in mint condition can easily reach $2,000 to $10,000 or more, depending on the grade. The 1969 double die penny, the $1 million ERR. Another unbelievable error coin is the 1969 double die penny. At first, the Secret Service thought it was fake, but soon confirmed it was a real minting mistake. Today, this rare penny can bring over $35,000 to $100,000, depending on condition. Imagine finding one hiding in a coin roll. The 1972 double die penny, a collector's favorite. The 1972 double die obverse penny is another valuable find. With strong doubling on the date and inscriptions, these coins can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. Collectors love them because they are easier to find than the 1955 variety, but still very valuable. The 1982 small date copper penny, The transition year 1982 was a special year. The U.S. Mint changed from copper pennies to zinc pennies due to rising copper prices. There are 7 varieties from this year: small date, large date, copper, and zinc versions. That if you have a 1982 D small date copper penny, you could have a coin worth up to $15,000 or more. The 1992 close AM penny, small details, big value. In 1992, a rare error known as the close AM variety appeared on some pennies. On these, the A and M in America on the reverse side are almost touching. The difference is tiny but worth big money. A 1992 close AM penny can sell for $5,000 to $25,000. The 1995 double die penny, modern RRITY. In 1995, another double die penny appeared. Though not as rare as older ones, it's still a collector's favorite. You can spot doubling on Liberty and In God We Trust. In perfect condition, these can sell for $100 to $500, and they're still found in circulation sometimes. The 2000 wide AM penny, a modern TRASURE. Here's where the current market value comes in. The year 2000, the U.S. Mint mistakenly used a proof coin die on regular pennies, creating the wide AM variety. On this coin, the A and M in America are far apart instead of close together. Collectors pay serious money for this. A 2000 wide AM Lincoln penny can be worth $250 to $787.97 or even higher today, depending on condition. Yes, that's right, 1 cent turning into nearly $800 the value. Factors: why some pennies are worth more. Not all pennies are valuable, so what makes some special? There are 3 main factors: rarity, how many were made; condition, the better the grade, the higher the price; errors or varieties, mistakes or unique designs increase value dramatically. Even small differences, like a mint mark or die error, can mean the difference between 1 cent and $1,000. How to check your pennies at home. You don't need special tools to start. Use a magnifying glass, good lighting, and patience. Check the date, mint mark, and the details on both sides. Compare them with images from trusted sources or coin guides. Many collectors have found valuable Lincoln pennies just by searching through pocket change, rolls from banks, or old coin jars. The current market value and investment potential. In today's coin market, Lincoln pennies continue to rise in value. Collectors and investors worldwide are paying record prices for rare varieties. Even a simple 2000 wide AM penny has become a trending collectible, currently worth around $787.97 and climbing. With coin shows, online auctions, and collector websites booming, the Lincoln penny remains one of the most stable investments in numismatics. Conclusion: your treasure could be waiting. Before you spend your next penny, take a second look. You might be holding a small piece of history worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The Lincoln penny is more than just a coin, it's a story, a legacy, and a chance to discover hidden wealth. Keep watching Rare Lincoln Penny Coins for more deep dives into rare finds, coin values, and collector tips. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because your next great discovery might be just 1 penny away. Today, we dive deep into one of the most surprising coins still in circulation, the 2013 D Lincoln penny. You might think it's just 1 cent, but some of these coins are now selling for hundreds of dollars, with the rarest fetching up to $787.97 or even more, depending on condition and mint errors. Get ready, we'll uncover its history, design, errors, grading, and market value in this full 15-part journey. The origin of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally had wheat ears on the reverse, known as the wheat penny, before evolving into the Lincoln Memorial Cent in 1959, and finally into the Union Shield design in 2010. By 2013, the Lincoln penny had already become an American classic, but not all 2013 pennies are created equal. The 2013 D Mint MRK. The letter D stands for Denver Mint, one of the 2 major U.S. mints that produced Lincoln pennies in 2013, the other being Philadelphia. Billions of these coins were made, but only a tiny fraction have rare features that make them valuable to collectors. Certain die errors, misstrikes, and condition grades have transformed this everyday penny into a collector's dream. Metal composition and DSIG. And the 2013 D penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, weighing about 2.5 grams. The obverse features the famous Abraham Lincoln portrait, and the reverse, back, displays the Union shield with the inscription 1 cent across the shield's banner. This symbolizes the unity of the United States, one nation, indivisible. Why some 2013 D pennies are not all 2013 D pennies are valuable, but certain ones stand out because of minting errors such as double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Uncirculated condition or high-grade MS quality. Full luster and sharp detail. Special collector packaging or proof-like appearance. These unique characteristics make the coin far more desirable to coin collectors worldwide. Most common 2013 D error. TYPS collectors have reported several valuable errors for this year, including double die obverse where Lincoln's date or letters appear, double die cracks across the shield or Lincoln's coat center strike errors, BE errors, a small raised line between letters B and P in LIBRTY. Each of these can significantly raise the coin's market price. How to identify a rare 2013 D PNNY. To identify a rare one, look closely at the mint mark under the date, the lettering and shield details under magnification, any signs of doubling or die cracks, the coin's color. Bright red coins often grade higher. A coin in MS67 plus red condition can be worth hundreds, while lower grades usually trade for just a few cents. Market value. INSIGHT. Currently, according to coin market trackers and collector auctions, the 2013 D Lincoln penny in average circulated condition is worth about 1 cent. However, an uncirculated MS67 RD version has sold for $787.97 at auction. Higher grades or exceptional errors can exceed $1,000 in private collector sales. It all depends on eye appeal, rarity, and condition. Grading your coin. If you think you have a rare 2013 D penny, it's crucial to get it graded by professional services like PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company. They can certify your coin's authenticity and condition, turning a pocket change coin into a professionally recognized collectible. The history of penny value. Over the decades, Lincoln pennies have evolved from copper-rich coins to zinc-coated ones. Older pennies from 1909 to 1958, wheat pennies, or 1959 to 1982, memorial pennies, can also be valuable, but modern pennies like the 2013 D prove that even newer coins can surprise collectors if you know what to look for. Hidden gems in pockets. CHNG. Every year, collectors find rare Lincoln pennies in circulation, sometimes worth hundreds or thousands. The key is attention to detail. A simple 2013 D penny from your wallet could have an error worth hundreds of dollars, just waiting to be discovered. How to sell your rare Lincoln PNNY. Once you confirm your coin's rarity, you can sell it. Thrift Bay Auctions, coin shows, Facebook collector groups, local coin shops, heritage auctions, or great collections online. Always compare recent sale prices and never rush to sell. Patience often means profit. How to store and protect your PNNEs to maintain their value. Store coins in airtight holders or flips, avoid touching them with bare hands, keep them away from humidity and sunlight. Proper storage ensures your coin remains in pristine condition for future sale or investment. The future of Lincoln penny. COLLECTNG. With fewer people using cash and inflation rising, the U.S. Mint has discussed possibly ending penny production someday. If that happens, coins like the 2013 D will become even more collectible over time. Collectors who start now could own future treasures of American history. Final thoughts and call to ACTO. And so, is your 2013 D Lincoln penny worth a fortune? Maybe, if it's in mint condition or shows a rare error, it could be worth hundreds of dollars, even $787.97 or more. Every coin tells a story, and the Lincoln penny's story is one of patriotism, art, and mystery. Keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a single cent. Thanks for watching Rare Lincoln Penny Coins. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the hidden world of valuable coins. Your next rare find might already be in your pocket.